Hi guys, this is going to be, I'm in the bedroom and I'm something got a laptop by my altar. I'm going to take the sofa. That's my altar. I'm having to lift the freaking laptop up. I'm going to do a video today on tools of the craft that we use. So basically, first off, I will talk about a book of shadows. In here, the book of shadows, we put our spell work, incantations, spells, basically things that we need to do with the craft. Stuff like, I'm not going to show you inside of it. I did on some previous videos, but I thought, because it's private, I'm not going to show you no more. So basically, in tools of the craft that we use for being witches, we use a book of shadows where we put in, if you're Wicca at the beginning, well, at the beginning of a book, we normally put in like a blessing for the spell, the book of shadows and stuff. Basically, stuff you can put into a book of shadows is either the Wiccan Read if you're Wiccan, I've got the Witch's Creed, the Goals of a Witch, the Law of Power, invocations of your goddesses, gods, the god and the goddess. I've got invocations of Hecate. You can put in, basically what we have in here in the Book of Shadows is stuff like the moon correspondences, like what moon phase you can do different spells on and what they mean and stuff like that. Just looking through all the sabbats and our pagan holidays. You can put in your ritual, and about the season, like I've done. Also about the tools that we use. So yes, that's one thing that we use. I'm going to tell you about the bell. We use a bell which opens the channels at the beginning of spells and lets the spirits know that we're ready to cast. Where's it say here? Yeah, and you can bring it to get rid of any unwanted energies in your room, basically. You know, like bring it 3 times in each corner of the room to relieve negative energies from your room. A wand. We have a wand. We use, just bear with me one moment, just put the Book of Shadows back. We use our wands. We use them to cast circles, or you can use your finger, it's up to you, but I use my wand. I'm actually going to decorate this soon because I need to sand it down a bit more. But yeah, just let me just a tiny bit. Yeah, you can use your wand. We'll use this to cast our circles. If we're doing it outside, like in the sand, we'll draw a circle with our thingy and cast our circle using that way. But we use it to point it in, directions and walk around in a circle using our wands. Also, people use fancy knives like athames and stuff. But you don't actually need a fancy knife. You can use a little tiny knife like this one that I've got here. You can use this to cast your circle. You don't have to use a wand if you want to. You can use your athame or your knife. I don't have an athame because I find them far too expensive to buy. So I use this little knife. I use it to carve into candles. But I cast my circle with my wand. Not my thing. I use this to carve my candles. So yes. Also tools of the craft. We use a working candle. What a working candle is we light this candle whenever we do our spell work. Whenever we do rituals, we will light this first. Also, some people light a god and goddess candle. But I don't. I just work differently. So yeah, I do have 2 candles, but if I call on someone, I don't call the gods because I'm not really gelling with him, if you know what I mean. I'm more for the goddess, like Hecate and whatever. I call in the goddess, or I call in Hecate, to do that. Also, other tools of the trade that we have our tarot cards or oracle cards for divination. These are my, which cards are these ones? These ones are Healing with the Angels, and they're very beautiful look. Beautiful cards, I use these every day. I've also got these ones here that I use as well. Messages from the Angels. Bear with me 1 second. Messages from the Angels. We use these for divination as well. Bear with me, like these. Yes, so we use these for divination. These are some of the tools that we use as well. Also, we have a cauldron. Here is my cauldron. Little good cauldron. I've got a pair of matches in it. In this cauldron, we burn incense or we burn our spells. Like if we write our spells on our parchment paper or our brown paper, like fire magic, we burn our petitions inside of our cauldrons. Like for spells, wish spells, and what have you, vanishing spells. That's how we do that. We burn our incenses in here. We put a charcoal disc in here, put loose incense or herbal incenses that we have made. Basically, that's what we do here, and burn our petitions and our spells in here. Other tools of the trade is a candle snuffer. It's a bit, you've got lots of wax on it. We use this to snuff out candles in our craft work when we're doing spells. What we don't do, we do not blow out a candle. Whatever you do, do not blow out a candle when you do a spell. Because if you do, it's going to cancel out that spell straight away. And it's kind of a, what's the word? I can't remember the bloody word now. It's, oh, do you know what? I can't remember the word. Yeah, that's it. It's disrespect. We find it disrespectful to the fire element, really, because you're casting your magic, casting your spell with your candles, and it's best to snuff the candle out, never blow out a candle, because if you do, it cancels the magic out and it could go absolutely wrong, and you don't want that at all. Because we witches feel that it's, like I said, disrespectful to the fire element. So these are actually some of the tools of the trade. I think there's anything else with tools of the trade. Yes, we use water. We use a chalice that we use. Well, I've got a glass at the moment. My chalice is being washed. But yes, we use a. You don't have to have a chalice if you don't want. You can have even a glass of water. We have offering bowls. You have a bowl that we offer food into. Like it can be like a wooden bowl, and we put it on our altar to offer food to the goddess. And the god, if you worship the god, obviously. I have two altars. I have my working altar and my Hecate altar. So I have put offerings on my Hecate altar in the bowl, I should say, not bowls, sorry, in bowls. What else can I tell you? The tools of the trade, what kind of stuff? We use herbs a lot. We use a lot of herbs in our craft work. Obviously, these aren't for like beginners or anything, but yeah, the basic things I've showed you is like the beginners. Oh yeah, we also use feathers to represent air. Do you know, like do you know sage smudging? We have sage. Say you had sage in your hand here, and you've got like a plate, and we will smudge it like this around the room or around the altar to relieve all negativity. So yes. What other things do we use? Prayer beads, like these are my Hecate keys that a lovely friend made me, who is Gypsy Black Moon. Gabby made me these and she sent me them. When I speak to my goddess, Hecate, I hold these and I rub it's kind of like a rosary kind of thing, but to do with your goddess and Hecate and stuff. I use these to pray to the goddess. So yes, we also use crystals in our work. This is an amethyst crystal that I have on my altar. Sorry, try to get used to this bloody laptop. Crystals, yes, these are really the stuff that we use in our craft. We use a lot of incenses. We use a lot of candles. We use candles, like I said, tools of the excuse me, I've got no makeup on, my eyes are itchy. And it's very, very red hot today. It's like, oh God, it's like 29 degrees or something, which is probably like about nearly 90 Fahrenheit or something like that. It's really warm. I've burnt on my shoulders. If you can look at me back here, wait a minute, I'll show you. If you can see, I don't know if you can see or not how much I've burnt here at the back. I burnt on my back the other day. I don't know if you can see that or not, but oh well. But yeah, they're basically some of the tools that we use in our witchcraft and our spells and stuff. We also have books that we read. So yes, I hope this video is okay for you, explaining some of the tools that we use in our craft. So yes, bright blessings to you all. Bless you be. Leave me a comment. Bye.